The semi-main event from Sunny Voyage Pro Wrestling Noah on November 2nd, 2024 was another excellent one. This was an N Innovation Tournament first round matchup that saw AMAKUSA take on Tadasuke. And let me tell you, here's what I love and appreciate about the Noah Juniors. They're high flyers, they're high speed, they're just like any other cruiserweight, high speed, lightweight, junior heavyweight, whatever you want to call them. But they don't start their matches that way. They don't start their matches at 100 miles an hour. They start their matches in a slower pace, picking each other apart, working each other for a bit of time. I'd say the first 5 minutes of the match, at least the first three or so. And you don't understand how a wrestling fan such as myself appreciates that. You don't go into a fight running at each other immediately doing flips and dives and spins and superhero poses. It's not how a fight works. You can throw in some of these flips and dives and high speed stuff as you get going and wear your opponent down so they are situated in a position to where you have time to hit moves like that. And that is what went on here. You try to apply damage to one another just like AMAKUSA and Tadasuke did for the first several minutes, and then you try the high impact stuff assuming you have your opponent worn down enough. And AMAKUSA made a mistake thinking he had Tadasuke worn down enough, throwing him out of the ring, diving over the top rope, trying to get a hurricanrana on the floor, but instead Tadasuke caught him and gave him a big power bomb on the ring apron because he wasn't ready to be hit with a move like that yet. AMAKUSA made a mistake. Tadasuke made mistakes as well throughout this match. It's all about timing. It's all about making it as real as it can be. High-flying matches are never going to be super realistic. They're about the pop, they're about the show, and I get that. They sell t-shirts to a degree to people who love that kind of stuff. But you can do that kind of stuff while also working wrestling holds and maneuvers to build to this kind of stuff, and this match points this out perfectly. The only complaint I have about this is that your winner, AMAKUSA, and he won it by hitting numerous different roll-up type of holds. Not necessarily La Magisterials, but similar. It looked like stuff he created himself to tie up and confuse Tadasuke, and he didn't do it too often. He did it, but Tadasuke escaped it. But at the end, these roll-ups and these different types of holds and maneuvers in a roll-up situation cost Tadasuke the match. Like I said, my only complaint was that AMAKUSA kicked out of a jumping pile driver, a sit-out jumping pile driver, and I never like when someone kicks out of them, especially if they kick out of Canadian destroyers, for God's sake. But even the old-school Paul Orndorff jumping sit-out pile driver should not be kicked out of, in my opinion, but it is frequently, so it is what it is. But this was an excellent and innovation junior heavyweight matchup. I enjoyed it very much. AMAKUSA moves on in the tournament.